Is href attribute of anchor tag. For this, we need to place servlet component request URL. What URL? Servlet component request URL as href attribute of anchor tag. That's it, boss. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Right. This is href attribute. This is my anchor tag, guys. Href means hyper reference. Here what? Href. Okay. Here this one. Okay. Some message. Close the anchor tag. Some message. Close the anchor tag. That's it, guys. This is what we need to do. ये href dot this one. Now let me design my application, boss. Okay, this is my browser, guys. Simple example I'll take. Okay, browser window. Here is my small page. What is that? Page.html. Something static web page, not even form. Yes. Here is one hyperlink. Get to wish message. There is one hyperlink called get wish message. Right. Use this communication to provide GUI for end user to send request without data. Page.html static web page get wish message. That's cool. Here is my web server, guys. Web server or application server, guys. Here is my web server or application server. Here is my web application. Wish app. Deployable web application. Here is my wish servlet. Wish servlet component. Yes, we click on hyperlink. Web server takes a request, passes to wish servlet, component. This is number one request. This is number two, guys. This is number three. Number one, number two. Okay. Yeah, internally web.xml will be used, but I am not highlighting it. Okay. Next one is what? Number one, number two. Generated output comes to web server. Finally, response will be displayed here. and here is my dynamic web page. This is number 4. This is response. This is number 5. Dynamic web page. Here I want to get a message. Wish message. Good morning. Morning hours means good morning. Evening hours means good evening. Like this. Good evening. Good night. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Sorry, here we have to write request URL, boss. Subham, what are you doing, boss? Here, while creating anchor tag, we have to write request URL. Subham, please listen. What for this we need to place servlet component request URL as href attribute of anchor tag. When I was presenting this, where is your brain? Waste fellow. After listening entire Ramayana is asking, sir, how does hyperlink knows? It has to go to servlet component. You are seeing this diagram, but what I said here, please be in the classroom, guys. Okay. Because in href attribute, if you write neighbor HTML file, it goes to neighbor HTML. If you write servlet component request URL, it goes to servlet component. Here is my home hyperlink. Here is my home hyperlink. This is my network. This is what we need to focus, guys. Tell me here, what is this? Vishay application, guys. Deployment directory structure. Vishay application. Yeah, you can create directly. We can create it directly in Tomcat home / web apps folder. Under Vishay PP, under WebINF, under classes, under classes. Tell me. Visuservlet.java. After compilation. Yes, Visuservlet.class. What is that, guys? Visuservlet.class. Okay, guys. Here is my HTML file. Page.html. Yeah, see, HTML is in public area, servlet components in private area. Yes, one more correction. It is not in public area. This is the right one. This is right. Fine, boss. Yeah, we have to place in this area, boss. Yes, guys. Fine, boss. Vishay PP here. WebINF here. Classes here. Package here. Right. This is what? Instead of creating outside and separately deployment, you can directly create in what? Web apps folder itself. So one step will be reduced. But before going further, I want to ask one question. Can we create object for abstract class? Oh, web.xml I have not given. Fine. Let me give web.xml. Under WebINF. Can we create object for abstract class? No. Can we see abstract class reference variable referring subclass object? Can we see abstract class reference variable referring subclass object? Yes. Okay, boss. Can we see abstract class reference variable referring its subclass object? Yes, guys. Can we see interface reference variable referring to its implementation class object? Yes. Okay. Now listen. Calendar is there. In java.util package, we have a class called calendar. It's an abstract class, guys. But I'm going to do like this. Tell me how it is possible. Calendar is equal to calendar dot get instance. Calendar is equal to calendar dot get instance. How it is possible? You said object calendar is an abstract class. Object cannot be created. So when object cannot be created, how it is possible, sir? Any guesses? Any guesses? Right. Listen. Get instance method of calendar class is a static method. That's why possible on the class name. But it returns Gregorian calendar class object having system date and time. But that Gregorian calendar is the subclass of calendar class. So superclass reference variable can refer subclass object or not. Speak out, guys. Superclass reference variable can refer subclass object or not. Come on. Yes, guys. Let's see. Calendar dot get instance. Okay. This method returns Gregorian calendar class object. This method returns Gregorian calendar class object. Are you getting my point? Yes. Gregorian calendar class object. Gregorian calendar class object having system date and time. Having system date and time. System date and time. Okay. Gregorian calendar. Gregorian calendar class is the subclass of java.util.calendar class. Calendar class. So we are referring Gregorian calendar class object with calendar class reference variable java.util.calendar class reference variable. Yes, abstract class reference variable can refer its a subclass object, guys. You know that. So very interesting. Loose coupling. We don't know what is subclass name, but we are getting subclass object and we are referring that object. Did you notice it? Using abstract class and interfaces, we can achieve loose coupling or not. Calendar abstract class. Java.util.Gregorian calendar. Gregorian calendar. What is this? Concrete class. CC. Gregorian calendar concrete class. Super. What is the relationship, guys? Extends. Calendar abstract class. Gregorian calendar. This one. Right, boss. Calendar cal is equal to calendar dot get instance. That's it. I hope everyone got the clarity, guys. Concrete class. CC means concrete. RC means concrete class. Okay. Now listen. But even though it is giving lot of details in system date and time, but I am interested to get only our current hour of the day. I want to get only current hour of the day. Then we have one more method called cal dot get. It can get anything from cal because this cal is pointing to Gregorian object, Gregorian calendar object having system date and time. But are you interested to get everything or only current hour of the day? Calendar dot hour underscore off underscore day. Hour underscore off underscore day. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Int h is equal to calendar dot hour underscore off underscore day. See, guys, if you pass calendar dot month, it will give month information. If you pass calendar dot year, it will give year information. If you pass calendar dot era information. Like this, we have a lot of constants in calendar class. What you pass based on that, you will get it. Sir, why are you interested to get current hour of the day? Why not other things? Array, I want to generate wish message, na? For wish message, morning, evening, we need those things only, right? Na? Okay. Constant means public static final variable, boss. Constant of calendar class. Java.util.calendar class. Java.util.calendar class. To get current hour of the day. Our info from our info in 24 by 7 format. Our info in 24 by 7 format. Okay. Our info in what format here? 24 by 7. 24 format, 24 hours format. 24 by 7 is for other purpose. It is 24 hours format. Yes. Okay, I think you know 24 hours format means you understand, na? Railway timetable, bus timetable. If you observe that, evening 5 o'clock, they will always call it as 17 hours. Night 8 o'clock, they always call it as 20 hours. Yes, like this, we have a lot of constants in calendar class, guys. You pass 3 p.m. means 15, like this. Yeah, see, whenever calendar holds some date and time, in that date and time, if you want to get any bit and piece, if you want to get any bit and piece, if you want to get any bit and piece information, the relevant constant you have to pass there. Fine, boss. Shall I start the development of the application, boss? Ayatulam Vidya, why I should not scold you, tell me. I'm calling method on the class name. Calendar dot get instance, and you are asking me calendar get instance is the method of calendar class. Otherwise, how I can call, guys? How I can call? Get instance is there in the calendar class only. Static method of static method of java.util.calendar class. Okay. Static method of util.calendar class. Understood, guys? Right. So we got the logic, boss. We got the logic. So let's start the development of the application. Very first thing is create a deployment directory structure. Tomcat 9.x, guys. Web apps folder, guys. New folder. Wish app. Some application. Okay. Wish app. This is the last application in the manual process. Next application will be in Eclipse. First, settle down in manual process, worst fellows. First, to question yourself how many applications you developed manually. Okay, then if you are perfect in that, then think about Eclipse. Always asking when that topic comes, this topic comes. But no one worries about how much perfection you got in the existing topic. Create mindset, guys. Okay. Okay. In JDBC level, Core Java level, you have Sara has introduced Eclipse. Tell me how many Core Java application, JDBC applications you practiced? Okay, in Servlet not introduced, that's why you are asking. Sir, when Eclipse will be introduced? Okay, already in Core Java level introduced, JDBC level introduced. Now question, Mr. Musaddiq, how many applications of JDBC, how many applications of Core Java you practiced in Eclipse? There is a flow of learning. Respect that. Okay. Wish app WebINF classes. I'll introduce right thing at right time. Okay. Web.xml. Do I need to configure public area components in web.xml, guys? Do I need to configure public area components in web.xml? Respond. No. What components we have to configure? Only private area. That means in our application we have to develop, we have to configure only Servlet component, not the HTML component, right now? Okay, super boss. Okay, now what I do is I will try to develop the HTML. Others, here is my HTML, guys. Save what.html, page.html, page.html. Okay, style, color colon red, text hyphen align center. Okay. HTML to Servlet communication using hyperlink. HTML to Servlet communication using hyperlink. Some BR. Okay, here some small size H3 style. Color colon red. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center H3. Come on, guys. Ahref. What is that, guys? Ahref. Ahref. Next. What.htm, guys? Wish.htm. What.htm? Okay. Now I have to pass request URL of what here? I have to pass request URL of Servlet component. When already we are in page.html, please forget. When I click on hyperlink, I want to communicate with the Servlet. So I have to write request URL of Servlet component or not. HTTP colon slash slash localhost port number. I think outside it is 2525. What is the application I am assuming? Wish app. Okay. We are going to give one or other URL pattern for Servlet component or not? One or other URL pattern for Servlet component. What do you say, guys? We are going to give one or other URL pattern to Servlet component. Yes. I'm assuming that is wish URL. Wish URL. Anything you can take. Wish URL. Okay. End of this one. Here is my hyperlink. Get to wish message. Get to wish message. ये href http localhost 2525 wish app wish url. Here is my get wish message, guys. Here is my get wish message. Are you comfortable, guys? Are you understanding my statement here? HTML to servlet communication using hyperlink. Here is my get wish message. That's it. Enjoyed my point, guys? No, this hyperlink is having servlet request URL. So that what happens, guys? Whenever request is generated, request will go to servlet. Earlier used to write HTML file to go to send the link request to HTML. This time I am writing servlet request URL. Servlet request URL. WebINF classes. Oh, sorry, it should not be there. Cut. Wish app. Wish app. Say paste. Yes, I'm saying in right place, guys. Don't worry. Fine, boss. With this, we completed development of the this one. Now I have to develop one servlet component. Java. Same. Wish servlet dot Java or your choice. Wish message servlet dot Java. Any name you can give, boss. Not a issue. Where in the classes folder? WebINF classes. Wish servlet dot Java. Package com.nt.servlet. Okay. Import javax.servlet.star. Import javax.servlet.http.star. Import java.io.star. Java.io.star. That's cool, guys. Next. Public class wish servlet. What is this? Extends HTTP servlet. Cool, boss. Public class wish servlet extends HTTP servlet. Next. Public wide service. Tell me, guys. HTTP servlet request REQ. HTTP servlet response RES. Throws servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Throws what? Servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Cool, guys. Next. Get print writer. Print writer PW is equal to PW is equal to what is this? RES dot get writer. Next, set response content type. Content type text slash HTML. What slash HTML? Text slash HTML. Next. Okay. Get system date. Get system date and time. Sir, you can use date class na. Most of the methods in date class are deprecated nowadays. You know that, right? Most of the methods in date class are deprecated, so better not to use that. Tell me here what is this? Calendar CAL is equal to calendar dot get instance. Calendar dot get instance. Super. Get current hour of the day. Int hour is equal to cal dot get calendar dot hour underscore off underscore day. Int hour is equal to cal dot get calendar dot hour underscore off underscore day. Yes, if you are using calendar class, we need to import the package. Yes, listen guys. If you are not interested to write the star symbol, you can write the specific class name, specific interface names also. Java.util.star. Okay, guys. Next. Generate wish message and write to response object. Generate wish message. Come on. Write to response object. Let's see. If hour less than 12, less than or equal to 12, less than only, less than 12. Then I want to say pw.println. I want to play with the colors. Early morning, na, so I want to use some orange color. Color colon orange. Some colors are allowed, you know that. Semicolon. Text hyphen align center. Alignment center, guys. Come on. Good morning. Okay. Don't follow your English teacher suggestion here. What English teacher says, when you meet person first time in a day, you have to say good morning. Though it is evening hours, though it is late night, you have to say good morning. Come on. Right. Else if hour less than 16. Else if hour less than 16. Copy this, guys. Say paste. pw.println. Good afternoon. Else if hour less than 20. Hour less than 20. Good evening. Good evening. But I don't want to use orange color everywhere. I want to have here black color. I want to have here, okay, evening na, evening pleasant pink color. Okay, fine. So night I want to have green color. Color colon green. Super boss. Color colon green. Lastly, what is there, guys? Close stream. pw.close. Align. Oh, ALIGN. Spell mistake, Rabab. ALIGN. ALIGN. Close stream. Once everything is over, close stream. But before closing stream, I want to have this home hyperlink, guys. That means from Servlet to HTML again. I want to go back. Navigation. Add home hyperlink. Tell me, home hyperlink. pw.println br some new lines ahref pw.println br ahref. Come on, guys. page.html home hyperlink close anchor tag. page.html home hyperlink close anchor tag. Simply close anchor tag. Yes, boss. Service method class. Service method class, guys. Service method class. Public class wish servlet extends HTTP servlet, guys. Good night. Huh? Okay, here is my good night. That's it. Servlet is easy na, boss. Any difficult to develop the servlet? Regular one only, right? Maybe business logic is bit extra. So entire this servlet is linked with this hyperlink based on the URL. Okay. Now I have to compile it, boss. Let's compile it. Oh, this I removed na long back. Under WebINF, I think deployment directory structure disturbed. Wait. 1 minute. Cut it. Under WebINF paste. Under WebINF web.xml. Okay. This page.html I already moved. Easy na, boss? Super. Once again, check it out. Vishay PP parallel to WebINF means under page. Web.xml classes. Here is my CMD. Java C-D dot star dot Java. Compilation is done. What is done, guys? Compilation is done. Super. No compile time address, guys. Now we have to configure this in web.xml. Yes, guys. Web app. Web app. Next. Servlet opening and servlet closing. Servlet mapping opening and servlet mapping closing. Okay, guys. Next. Servlet name. Servlet name. Wish. Array, some logical name. Servlet name. Wish. Copy this. Save paste. Nice. Next one. Servlet class. com.nt.servlet.wish servlet. Servlet hyphen class. Next one. URL pattern /wish URL. Next one is what? URL pattern. Everyone got the clarity, guys. Come on. Easy na, boss? Any difficulty is there? No difficulty. Okay, already we are in the web apps folder. Just all developments are over. And this wish URL also reflecting in page.html. Come on. Reflecting or not? Definitely reflecting. Anyone is having 4 o'clock meeting ID, guys? Anyone is having 4 o'clock meeting ID? If you are having, please paste. 4 o'clock batch meeting ID is there with you. Please paste in the chat box. 4 p.m. batch meeting ID. Do you have 4 p.m. batch meeting ID with you? Anyone is attending? No, those who are having. Yes, guys. Yeah, everyone please note down this meeting ID. Tomorrow morning, at 9 o'clock, not 9, 9:15. Let's take 9:15. At 9:15, you have class, boss. Tomorrow morning at 9:15, you have class. Yeah, unique ID is not important, but these two things. You just take it and join. Everyone noted this one, na? Right. Okay, wish URL, get the wish message, boss. Right. Okay, let's start the server and let's test the application. Tomcat 9.exe file, guys. Yeah, tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday we are having session at 9:15 a.m. Monday onwards again regular 11 o'clock, 11:15. Mohan.Mithkari. Just now I pasted one new URL and password. We have to use that. Mohan, be in the class, waste fellow. Monday onwards, same link. Only tomorrow you have to use new link for attending the class. Monday onwards, back to old link. Okay. That's actually common topic with other batch students. So for both I am conducting. Okay. Fine. What topic I will teach tomorrow? Na? Come and attend. You will be knowing it. Questions never ends. Huh? What topic? How many minutes you will take? How many hours you will take? You want anything else? Okay. Common topic is there. Tomorrow some common topic is there. That means it is not continuation to current topic. Some common topic is there related to Servlet that I am going to take. So I think server started. Right. Let's test the application, guys. HTTP localhost. What's the port number? 2525. What's the web application? Wish app. Yeah, page.html we should type. Yeah, page.html is HTML file, guys. It is identified with its name only. See, HTML to servlet communication using hyperlink. Now, am I going to type request URL of servlet component in the browser address bar? No. Okay, click on it. Good afternoon. Okay, after all, it is just cross it 12. Home hyperlink. Good afternoon. Home hyperlink. Working or not working? Yeah, always remember, guys. When you see, sir, I can give direct request like this, na, sir. Wish URL. But instead of making end user remembering and typing URL like this, for him providing hyperlink and making him to click on hyperlink easy or not. Since it is HTML to servlet communication, first launch HTML page, then go for servlet communication. Then make him to press hyperlink in order to interact with the servlet, in order to communicate with the servlet component. Everyone enjoyed my point, guys. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Seriously using what? Hyperlinks. Everyone enjoyed my point here, guys. Okay, guys. I will give application code and I will give total 2 flows, guys. Okay. Code. Yes. First, I have to give page.html. This is my page.html. 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 Wish servlet. Visserlet.java. Visserlet.java. Nice guys. Next, web.xml. Here is my web.xml. Request URL. Two five two five vishay.pp page.html. 2525 vishay.pp page.html. This is the basic request URL that you have to type, guys. Now listen. First, end user types the request URL in the address bar. Yeah. Yeah. Now tell me. I'm giving code based flow. Whatever code you are having, that code, guys. Yeah. Right. Now tell me. Because of that, it comes to page.html. B. In that process, he clicks on this hyperlink. He clicks on the hyperlink. C. Right. Then it goes to in-memory metadata of web.xml and searches. Is there any servlet component having that name? Yes, there is a servlet component. Okay. D. Okay. That servlet class will be loaded and pre-instantiated. That servlet classes will be loaded and instantiated. Initialization is done. E. Okay. Servlet container calls service method having request comma response objects. F. This entire code executes, guys. Okay. G. Response to browser. This is simple code, guys. Simple flow of execution with respect to the coding. With respect to the code, I am giving the flow. We typed URL, searches. Is there any web component who is having URL pattern of what? Page.html. Who is having URL pattern of page? Not there. Then it will search in public area. Yes, there. Execute. Click on hyperlink. When you click on hyperlink, come on guys, it comes to web.xml. It comes to web.xml. Come on guys. Searches. Is there any web component whose request URL is wish URL? Yes, there. Okay. Loads the class, creates the object, calls the service method. This entire code executes. And finally, response goes to browser. Everyone understood my point here, guys? Come on. Swarup Sarkar, instead of typing in the address bar page.html, you can write wish URL. Fine, but you will miss the luxury of clicking hyperlink and communicating with the servlet. In this example, you can do, but if it is a form HTML servlet to Swarup Sarkar, here you are talking, okay. Yes, you can write that, but still time is there. I'll introduce that relative URL like this. Fine. Yes, I'll introduce that option later. Okay, now let me give oral flow, complete flow. Complete flow means complete flow. Concentrate. Whatever code I presented with respect to this flow is given. Complete flow, guys. Visualize. Keep your first application in mind and visualize the things. Okay. We deployed the application. Number one. Number two. Come on. This is complete flow. It should be there in the brain. Container checks deployment directory structure. Number three. Okay. Number three. Loads the web.xml by checking its well-formedness and validness. Number four. Creates in-memory metadata of web.xml file. That's it. This is deployment related activities. End user types this request URL. Okay, guys. Based on localhost 2525, request goes to Tomcat server. Based on which Tomcat server handles the request to servlet container. Servlet container maps the request to deployed WishAPP application. Super. Servlet container creates one set of request comma response objects. Speak out, my dear. Servlet container creates one set of request comma response objects. One set of request comma response objects. What do you say, guys? Come on. Okay, next. Servlet container takes page.html. What that? Page.html. Page.html request URI from what? Browser uh, and searches. Is there any web component configuration in the in-memory metadata of web.xml having slash page.html? There are guys. There are guys. No. That means it is giving first priority to private area component, guys. It is giving first priority to private area component, then giving next priority to private area, so public area. Since not there, no web component is there in private area having URL pattern play. What is that? Page.html. It comes to public area. In public area, is there any page.html, guys? Yes. Definitely there is a page.html. Okay, guys. Right. Right. Takes the page, okay, executes the page, and we will get the hyperlink. That's a part two, guys. Getting page.html on the browser is part two. End user clicks on hyperlink. Again, based on localhost 2525, Tomcat server takes the request. Handovers to servlet container. Based on WishAPP, servlet container maps the request to WishAPP. Servlet container create one set of request comma response objects. Right. Based on wish URL of request URL, servlet container goes to in-memory metadata of what? Web.xml. In-memory metadata of what? Web.xml. And searches. Is there any servlet component that is mapped with slash wish URL? That is mapped with what? Slash wish URL. Come on, guys. That is mapped with what? Slash wish URL. Is that clear, guys? That is mapped with slash wish URL. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Yes, there. Yes, there. Yes, there. Okay. Gets the class name and logical name. Goes to internal cache and searches. Is there any object for wish servlet? Not. Not. Okay. Now what it will do? Go to class, loads the class, creates the object. Come on. Creates the object and calls the service method having request comma response objects. Executes the code. Whatever output is generated will be kept in response object, and from response object that output comes to browser. and will be displayed on the browser. Later, current request related thread, current request related request comma response objects will be destroyed. Request comma response objects will be destroyed. But let me prove one thing, guys. If a clash comes between public area web component and servlet URL pattern, first it will give priority to servlet component because private area components will get first priority. Because the private area components will get the first priority. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, let's see this one. You want to feel it? Let me make you people to feel it. Wantedly, I am not saying you do it. I am taking servlet URL pattern same as what? HTML file name. Servlet URL pattern same as HTML file name. Now you come here. Servlet URL pattern same as HTML file name. Tomcat 9.exe file. Browser. HTTP localhost 2525 wish app. HTTP localhost 2525. Tell me what is next one? Page.html. See, earlier we got HTML page, guys, but this time directly servlet comes. Why? Why servlet is coming? Because servlet URL pattern is page.html and HTML file name is also page.html. First priority it is giving to whom? Private area web components. Are you realizing that point? First priority it is giving to what? Private area web component. This is very important point, guys. Understood my point there or not there? Okay, guys. Note. After collecting request path, after collecting request path, that means last word like, okay, page.html or wish URL of the request URL of the request URL of the request URL. After collecting request path, nothing but last word like page.html, wish URL of the request URL, the servlet container first searches in the in-memory metadata of web.xml file for the web component configuration having that URL pattern, having that path, request path as URL pattern, request path as URL pattern, request path as URL pattern. Understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Having that request path as URL pattern. Okay, cool. URL pattern. If not available, then it searches. Then it searches in web.xml. Then it searches in web.xml file. Sorry. Then it searches in public area for web component having request path as the file name, having request path as the file name. Okay, guys. This is technically called request path, guys. The last words are called request paths. Here also, these last words are there, na? These last words are called request path. I think everyone enjoyed this point, guys. I practically proved. I didn't give theoretical statement, guys. See, page.html is the URL pattern of the servlet. We have also got page.html, but it is not giving priority to HTML file. It is giving priority to execute servlet component. That means servlet container first searching in private area. If not there, then it will come to public area. That means first priority to private area component, second priority to public area component. Understanding my point there? Okay. So I can present same point in another angle. If clash comes between private area and public area web components, private area and public area web components with respect to request path, with respect to request path, with respect to request path, come on, with respect to request path, then if clash comes between private area and public area web components with respect to request path, with respect to request path, then the servlet container gives high priority to private area web component. Private area web component. Okay, boss. Okay, once again, see the flow for my sake. Complete flow you see. Deployed web application. Container verifies deploy. This should be there in your brain because every time I cannot give that big diagrams, right? Whatever flow I have given for first servlet based, that should be there in brain. Every day I'm going to revise that. Next, loads web.xml, checks validness and well-formedness, creates in-memory metadata of web.xml file. Okay, is that clear, guys? These 4 points are clear. Shall I move to second section? Okay. End user types this request URL in the browser address bar. Based on localhost 2525, request will be taken by Tomcat server, some server, Tomcat server. Based on Vishape, handovers the request to servlet container. Servlet container maps the request to Vishapp web application based on Vishapp of the request URL. Super. Servlet container creates one set of request comma response object. Whenever request come, they will be created automatically. Now, servlet container takes request path page.html and searches in the web.xml file. In the web.xml file. Is there any private area web component or any web component whose URL pattern is /page.html? Not there. Not there. So then it will go to public area and searches. Is there any page.html web component? Yes, there. Okay. Takes the code and sends that code to browser. Because of that, you will get page.html on the browser like this. Everyone clear on second part, guys? Everyone clear on second part? Okay. End user clicks on hyperlink. End user clicks on hyperlink. Again, same thing. Based on localhost 2525, request goes to server. Based on Vishapp, servlet container takes the requested links to Vishapp application. Cool. Again, servlet container creates one more set of request comma response object. It's a second request. Come on. Right. Now, servlet container takes slash wish URL of the request path, slash request URL of request path, and searches in web.xml. Is there any servlet component whose URL pattern is wish URL? Yes, there. Yes, there. Then takes the logical name and class name. Takes the classical name and class name. Come on, guys. Takes the logical name and class name. What do you say, guys? Super. After that, what next? After that, what next, boss? In the internal cache of servlet component, servlet container maintained for web application, it will search. Object is there for which servlet already? Not there. Okay, now go to the class. Go to the class, loads the class, creates the object, and keeps that object in the internal cache. I hope you are able to revise. You are able to revise everything. Come on, guys. Right. Okay, kept in this one. Next, creates one thread. Call that thread calls service method having request comma response objects. Cool, guys. Thread service method generates the output, and that output goes to response object. Generates the output, and output goes to response object. Cool. After that, what next? After that, what happens, guys? Response object received output will go to browser as response. Now, request and response objects will be destroyed, and thread also will be destroyed. I think now you enjoyed, guys. This is third part, guys. Like this, for every web application, I will give oral flow. Complete oral flow. End to end, I will give. If you are feeling heavy, recollect. For a date servlet, date app, I have given flow. Read it, keep in mind. Then only you can connect to this flow, boss. For every application, I will give flow like this. Okay. No, sir, I don't want to bother about flow. Just follow the guidelines over. Sham Kumar, you can ask your doubt. Everyone enjoyed flow part? Okay, I'm giving one assignment, guys. What is the assignment? When you click on hyperlink, you should get all the system properties that are there in the Java. You should get all the system properties, guys. You must get all the system properties. That is the requirement. As we enter URL, thread will be created immediately. No, that's wrong. That's wrong, guys. That's wrong. Before calling service method only, thread will be created. Yes. System properties. Array, in the system class, there is a method called get properties. That method will give all the story of your current computer. Okay. Assignment. Get system properties when we click the hyperlink. Get system property when we click the hyperlink. That's it. Enjoyed my point, guys? Right, boss. Thank you, boss. Tomorrow, not continuation, some common topic is there on the URL patterns. Don't miss the class. Okay. Material every day I'm uploading in this one. Old batches materials are already there in the group collected. Okay. JDBC's start date has not come. Once come, I will announce. Mostly 4 p.m. it will come, it seems. Tomorrow at 9:15 morning, 9:15. Spring batch this month end. Spring batch this month end.